So, welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Hal, Garland, whatever you want to call me. And I'm back to tell you about why all my guns suck. Apparently, according to some people, I don't know, every gun I own is just garbage. And we're going to talk about why, because, you know what? Honestly, they're kind of right. So, let's get into it. Let's start off with my newest purchase. Be right back. This right here. Let me get it in frame. There we go. 300 blackout pistol. PSA upper I picked up used for like 300 bucks. Picked up as lower for like 170. Oh my god, I don't know. I wanted to throw a lower on it, make it work. Threw on a muzzle device from my can. Threw on a optic I had floating around from my old 5.56 gun. But like, honestly, this is the worst running AR I've ever fired in my life. Like, I'm talking, it's so overgassed, the charging handle is partially reciprocating under recoil. Like, just enough to just pop me in the nose. Like, why? This gun runs like shit. So, I'm gonna fix it and probably throw it in the ocean, because garbage. Absolute garbage. Like, yeah, fuck this gun. This is my fighting rifle. I love this gun, but it's kind of shit. And actually, one of you great viewers was the one who told me it was a piece of shit. Because I guess that's how the internet works these days. But anyways, this thing is heavy as shit. Throw in a loaded mag, this thing weighs 11.2 pounds with the can on. And that's just like, you shoulder it, and after like 30 seconds, you're like, okay, I'm tired. Can't do this. Put this up on a bench, it's okay. You know, it's pretty accurate for what it is. But it's so goddamn heavy. Like, and it has a PSA lower and a PSA rail. So, you know, it has to be garbage. Anything that comes out of PSA, if it has a PSA name on it, absolute garbage, not worth buying. You know, you might as well just pick up a stick. Stick, good. PSA, bad. So yeah, this, garbage. Okay, this right here. Flip it around so y'all can see it right. This is Remington 870 20 gauge youth model. This gun has been beat to shit. I don't shoot it much. I don't shoot much shotgun. But one day we were out bogging, got my truck stuck, and we went out to dig it out the next day, right? And left it on the trunk of the car. And when we left, I thought it was under my back seat. It wasn't. It got dropped off in the middle of the woods. So, like, fast forward a week, I'm out there walking the trail, and I'm like, hey, there's a shotgun pressed down in the mud. Looks like it's been run over. Wait, that's my shotgun. So, threw it in the back of the truck. I was like, yeah, ain't no way that's fixable. Like, it's all fucked up. Like, caked in fucking pluff mud and clay. Rusted to shit. So, I threw it in the backseat of the truck, left it for like a year. Because, like, it wasn't working. So, I eventually took it to a gunsmith. We literally, like, mortared it, and it cycled. And I was like, hey, I might be able to fix this. So, I stripped everything down to bare metal. Took the fore end off, which required a chisel, because the laminated wood had, like, swelled up. It was bad. It was bad. But, got that all. Birchwood Casey gun blued it. As you can tell, the receiver is a different color from the barrel, because I am garbage at gun bluing. Fore end is the wrong color because I'm poor, and it was like an extra $10 to get the laminate wood, and I wasn't gonna spend $10 on that. And bitch is rattly as hell. It still shoots, but like, is it safe? I mean, the inside of the barrel's got pitting and all. Probably not safe to fire, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I'm kind of a dumbass. But as far as guns go, this is a garbage rod. I can't even get this fucker in frame. So this barely fits in the frame because it's so goddamn long. Like, try clearing a building with this thing. You're going to be dead. You're going to get hung up on a corner and you're just going to get shot by some dude with a high point. And no one looks cool getting shot with a high point. But this is a 1909 Swedish M96. Chambered in 6.5 by 55. Like, have you ever even seen 6.5 by 55 in a store? Like, if you have, let me know where it is, because it's one of those that, like, you can find it, but you can never find good ammo. All I can find is, like, S&B, and I mean, it shoots okay, but, like, it's a bolt-action milsurp. I mean, they're a dime a dozen, or they used to be. I think my dad picked us up for, like, $80, $150. I don't know. He can't remember. I saw one drum tap for a scope for $1,000 on Arms List the other day. Like, they ruined the gun and charged 10 times what we paid for it. I hate Bubba's. But this gun, it's rusty, especially on the bolt. Like, camera's not going to focus on it right, but there's rust all up on here on the bolt. There's some rust on the receiver. It was in my truck and got, basically while it was getting worked on, and the guy working on the truck left the windows down through a goddamn hurricane, and then shut the windows. What's the light? Okay. Then shut the windows and let it stew for a month. Like, whole inside of the truck was covered in mold. Everything in the truck was ruined. This gun, it still functions, but it is not as good as it was before that. And I'm still very upset about that. But at the end of the day, it's just a fucking milsurp. Like, it's not cool. You don't look cool shooting this. Like, you shoot this, you're like, bang! And then you gotta press down the fucking internal mag well so you can cycle the thing. And then, like, it's just a milsurp. It sucks. At least it's not a Mosin. I'm sure you all know what this is. The Model 60 22. I mean, they're... If you don't own a 1022, you own this. It's probably the most boring firearm ever produced. It's got a tube mag. So, like, fast reloads? What are fast reloads? You can't use this shit for anything. Like, yeah, you can hunt squirrel with it and stuff, and you can plink in the backyard, but, like, you don't look cool doing that. And we all know looking cool is the most important part. But this thing's a little clapped out. It ain't running too good. I gotta strip it down and get in there and do a deep clean on it. But I don't even shoot this thing. Like, it literally just sits in the corner of my room and just, like, collects dust because it's just... It's boring. It's just such a boring gun that, like... I mean, it shoots okay, but... I don't know. This thing just... It ain't it, Chief. It really ain't. But, trying to speed this up a little bit, so I don't have to walk across the house every time I want to show a gun. This right here, let me clear it. This thing, M1 carbine, chambered in .30 carbine. Psych, it's a 22. Like, if you want to look cool and not spend any money and not actually be cool, I guess this is the gun for you. You know, you want to go cosplay in the woods and pretend you're fighting Nazis or something. I mean, I guess this would be a cool gun, but it's a 22. Oh, and replacement parts? This charging handle right here. It got broke when I was a kid. I've had this gun forever. So, charging handle broke, and I was like, cool, we'll get a replacement one. Nah, there weren't any. Took me 10 years to find some dude in England who machines them from aircraft grade aluminum. I had to send this dude like $150 through Western Union and just hope he wasn't going to scam me. And luckily, he was a stand-up dude. I don't have his information, otherwise I'd like plug it in the thing, but I don't know, it's been a couple years. But like, it runs now, but the design of it back then, absolute garbage metal. It's made by Irma Works out in Germany, imported by Ivor Johnson. It shoots good. Like, this is a good shooting gun. But it makes you a poser. But, yeah. I like this gun, but garbage. The Hudson H9. Now, if you want a 1911 that striker fired and shoots flat and has a nice bore offset, Hudson H9 might be for you. if you can fucking find one, or God forbid you send it in for warranty work and don't get your fucking gun back, like, yeah, it's a good shooting little gun. But replacement parts for this thing are harder to get than that 22. So first range trip, I picked this up used from a guy for like $900 or something. And first range trip, extractor broke. I'm like, oh fuck, extractor, that's what, like a $7 part? $40. I had to buy it from like HudsonGunParts.com or HudsonParts.com. And so I bought 2 of them because I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to break another extractor. But this gun is heavy. I mean, it's supposed to be heavy, but it's heavy. It's a 9mm, so you ain't got that stopping power. And, you know, if this was in 45, shit, even if you miss them, the wind will knock them down. But 9mm, shit, you can't punch through a wet paper bag. And God forbid anything breaks on this gun, because there's no way you can fix this gun. My other friend who has one, Tombstone, he's got a whole other one, well, half of one, just for parts, because you can't get parts for these guns. So, garbage. Don't buy one. Last but not least, this one's actually my nightstand gun. I almost looked cool catching that round, but I didn't. A little finger fuck. Yeah, it's actually pretty clean. Wow. Glock 17, Gen 4 with a light. It's a Glock. I mean, it's the Honda Civic of the handgun world. The TLR1 makes it like kind of cool, but it's a Glock. I mean, it's a fucking Tupperware that shoots bullets. It's got the fucking ergonomics of a toothpaste. Toothpaste? Garland? Toothpaste? Tissue box. That's the word I was looking for. It has the ergonomics of a tissue box. The trigger sucks. Like, literally the grittiest trigger in the world. But I mean, I guess it works. If you want something that's just going to work, you might as well get a fucking high point. I've never had a high point malfunction on me. I've only shot a few. The Yeet cannon, by the way, that one is the only gun to have ever given me slide bite. But the Glock is a brick that shoots little bullets. Will it work? Yeah. Is it going to look cool doing it? No. Is it going to be comfortable? Fuck no. Like, literally, it's like picking up a brick and trying to aim it. Like, it just don't work. This garbage gun. It's literally Tupperware. No, don't buy it. So, I did skip a few guns in my collection for a couple reasons. One, you don't need to know what all I have. Two, I have a couple guns that like can't find anything to talk shit about. Like, I have a SIG 365 XL. It's a fantastic pistol. I actually love that pistol. And then my 22, that thing, it's a Ruger Precision Rimfire and 22 long rifle. It's so goddamn heavy and bulky. I don't even feel like getting it out of a case to make a video with it. It's like 8 feet long, weighs 300 goddamn pounds. But I mean, I guess if you want to make steel go bing at 400 yards, I guess it'll do. But nah, take that in the squirrel woods, you get your ass kicked for something like that. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'm going to go ahead and call it for the video here. Like and subscribe, I guess. We'll do more stuff like this, maybe, if y'all are nice, or if y'all are mean in the comments. I don't care. Just, like, interact with us. Let me know what y'all want to see, and tell me how you feel about my guns. They're trash, aren't they? So, yeah. Thank y'all. Later.